everyone, welcome back. I'm Rahena. We're playing more of Gakuen Heaven 2. We're continuing with Arata's route, and this is a direct continuation of the previous scene. It just ended up being way longer than I expected it to, and I don't know if it was because I was talking too much or because the scene's kind of dramatic and everyone's talking really slowly and deliberately or whatever. But we'll finish up this scene in the nurse's office today, and this is the part where Arata's talking about how he hurt so much and didn't want people to know his true feelings. Where he realized that he'd been lying to himself. He'd rewritten his own memory to suit his own psyche, basically. And honestly, he really does hate this person, this Naoki, for abandoning him to drown in the ocean. And he didn't want other people to know those feelings because they were just so ugly. So he'll continue explaining this to Yuki. It hurt. I wanted to run. I wished I could just disappear. Before I realized it, I was up on a diving board. No matter what happened, when I was standing on a diving board, I always became calm. Despite that, earlier, the moment I stood on the diving board, I got scared. It was that time, being left in the dark ocean, I remembered as if it was happening. All alone in the pitch black ocean. Scared and lonely. Cold and hurting. And no matter how loudly I yelled, it didn't reach anyone. There was absolutely no one to come to my rescue. And seized with that unrelenting fear, there was no way I could dive. All I could do was fall into the water. I wish you'd said something. To that man yesterday. You should have let it all out. When you saw him again yesterday, you should have confronted him about what happened. Why did he leave you and run away? That's so cowardly. I'd never forgive him. Leaving you and acting like nothing had ever happened. I couldn't forgive it. He's too cruel. I'm not going to do that. Why? You're the only one who's been suffering, aren't you? You nearly died, and the adults got mad at you, and no one understood you. None of that's right. I mean, there's Yuki saying all the things that we want to say, plus like a whole lot more. I'm sure. I would love to find this Naoki and punch his face in. Yuki probably wouldn't punch his face in. Then again, maybe he would. I don't know. I was thinking about that last time too. Maybe he would, because he is kind of the loyal dog type character, and if you piss him off enough, maybe he'll bite. And Arata's saying it's fine. The ocean's a scary place.
あの時、下手に助けようとしても、逆に 一緒に波にさらわれたかもしれない。
Back then, even if he attempted a clumsy rescue, we might both have been swept away by the waves.
俺はこうして助けられて生きてる。
As you can see, I was rescued and I survived.
だからもういいんだ。
So it doesn't matter anymore. And you know what this makes me think of, because we've been working on the script for the first game? It makes me think of that bus accident at the very beginning of the original Gakuen Heaven, where the bridge goes up and the bus gets caught or something, and Keita gets thrown from the bus, which is totally different from what happened in the anime, because the anime is stupid. But anyway, the whole thing where everyone's saying, you know, you should be mad about this accident happening, and Keita's always like, it's fine, no one got hurt, so it's fine. Like, this is what Arata is kind of reminding me of here, and it's just as frustrating when it comes from Arata as it is with Keita. Actually, the first game is really annoying because Keita is very passive. He's like the version of Yuki with no backbone, which is really irritating. But I'm not going to get sidetracked by that now. Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore.
そんな、俺は納得できない。
No way, I can't accept that.
やっぱりあいつは。
That guy.
それ以上何も言うな。
Don't say anymore.
昨日みたいなあんなところで昔のことをぶちまけてたらどうなるかわかるだろう。
You know what would have happened if I let him have it about the past there yesterday.
結婚する。彼女の前で。
In front of the girlfriend he's going to marry.
いい迷惑だ。
It's nothing but trouble.
彼女だってそんなこと知らないで済むなら一生知らない方がいいに決まってる。
If she doesn't have to know, she's better off never knowing. Really, I disagree with that, because if I was engaged to someone who was a total asshole and left someone to drown, I would want to know that, so I wouldn't end up making that mistake and marrying that kind of dickhead. But, I mean, whatever, Arata. He's like way too forgiving to the point of me wanting to smack someone. Like, I'm sorry, that guy deserves whatever mess he ends up in. It just pisses me off that this guy's basically getting away completely free. I mean, he may have had some little twinge of guilt that made him want to apologize here, but you know it's not eating him up inside like it's been destroying Arata. He's gone on with his life and been somewhat successful, even though he managed to knock up his girlfriend and has to rush and marry her, so, you know, he continues to be quite the winner even today. But I don't know. It's just way too forgiving. Like, I understand forgive and forget, but there's a point at which you can be too forgiving and you become a fucking doormat. And that's what happened here. I mean, Arata's been suffering with this for God knows how long. And this guy's just running around, living his life, not having a problem, going to college, and all this other shit. Sorry, I'm talking the way I normally talk in real life. I have a really foul mouth. You should just call me Yagami. I'm gonna have a lot of fun when we get to Yagami's route, actually, because I will be able to curse as much as I want. As much as I naturally do. Anyway. She's better off never knowing.
それにあの人言ってただろ。
Anyway, he told us.
あの時のことがきっかけでライフセーバーになったって。
He used the opportunity of what happened back then to become a lifeguard.
すごい誇らしそうに。
He seemed really proud. Yeah, that's something to be proud of. I mean, unless being a lifeguard is something a little more prestigious in Japan than it was over here. I was a lifeguard when I was a teenager, so there's nothing really glamorous about cleaning goose poop off the beach and making sure parents don't empty their kids' diapers into the lake, but whatever.
はい。
Right.
俺に向かってあんな風に言えるくらいもう昔のことなんだ。
If he could say something like that to me, it's already in the past.
直樹にとっては俺とのことはもう解決した過去の出来事。
For Naoki, what he had with me is already settled and in the past.
俺と秘密で付き合ってたのも俺を海で見捨てたのも
Going out with me secretly, abandoning me in the ocean.
何もかも
All of it.
本当何もかもがとっくに終わってたんだ。
Really, all of it was over a long time ago. What's with this? I'm all angry, but Arata-san's so calm. It hurts. It's too painful. Even though he should be angrier, he's so...
救いだなんて勘違いもいいとこだ。
Thinking he'd save me was one heck of a misunderstanding.
海に沈んだ俺を助けてくれた。
He saved me when I was drowning in the ocean.
そんな俺が頭の中で作った都合のいい幻でしかなかったのに。
That was nothing more than a convenient illusion I created in my own mind.
ずっと待ってたなんて。俺は救いようのないアホだ。
I'm a hopeless idiot, always waiting.
待ってたって。
Waiting.
俺はずっと待ってたんだ。
I was always waiting.
俺の飛び込みはあの時のことを美化した思い出そのもの。
My diving was the idealized memories of that time.
続けてさえいたらいつかまた会えるかもしれない。
As long as I kept doing it, maybe someday I could see him again.
俺に差し伸べられた救いの手にいつかまたこの手が届くかもしれない。
The hand reaching out to help me, maybe someday I could reach it again with my own hand.
そうしたら水の中に沈んだみたいなこの世界を変えることができるんじゃないかって。
If I did that, then maybe I could change this world that seems sunken underwater.
そんな風に思って願って祈り続けて。
Thinking that, I kept hoping and praying. And that makes me think, too, if you've watched Joker's playthrough, where he talks about that wall between himself and the real world. Arata's very similar, except his wall is above him instead of in front of him. He's underwater, where everything is all muted and weird and kind of warped, and you can't hear things clearly and stuff like that. So, honestly, the two of them probably have a lot in common if you think about it. I won't say too much because that'll just end up being spoilers if you haven't watched Joker's Route yet, but it just makes you realize that all these characters who look pretty shallow on the surface have a lot going on. I'm really happy with the way this game is constructed and that everybody has a story that's interesting and they have something going on. In the previous game, there were characters who had issues that they were working through, but there were also characters who just didn't really have much going on. And when you played, you were just like, oh, well, that doesn't really measure up to the stuff that was going on with these other people. Especially the characters who didn't have some sort of story to be uncovered and also weren't critical characters to the main story of the game. So that was really bad. Some of them were doubly useless in that sense. So even though there are plenty of characters in this game who are not connected to the main plot, Arata's not connected to the main plot really. You can win the Bell 1 with him, but he has nothing to do with the workings of what's going on here. But he has a very deep story. And here we are digging it up.
何があっても飛び込みにしがみついてた。
No matter what, I clung to diving. And if you remember also, there was a time where Yuki said something about how Arata really likes diving. And Arata was like, don't think you know me. Don't assume that you know how I feel about things. And that seemed kind of weird for someone who is a world-class diver. You know, why would you do something so intensely if you didn't even like it? And now we're finally uncovering the real reason. Just like in pursuit of that connection with this person who never felt a connection to him.
それが新さんが飛び込みを続けてた理由なんですか?
So that's the reason you kept diving?
その間だけ我慢してればそれで俺は飛び込みを続けられた。
If I just endured it those times, then I could continue diving. the reason he kept enduring it, even though his senpai was doing cruel things to him, and that was the other person who took advantage of Arata in middle school, someone else in the swim club who pressured him into a relationship, basically coerced him into sex, and then spread rumors about him and said that he was the one who started it and all this other crap. And he put up with this person basically forcing him into sex because he wanted to keep diving to cling to that idealized memory of his past, which wasn't even real.
ああ。でもそれも全部俺の勘違いだった。
But even that was all just my misunderstanding.
何回飛び込んだって無駄でしかなかった。
I dove so many times and it was all for nothing.
ちょっと待ってください。無駄だなんて言わないでくださいよ。
Wait a minute, please don't say it was for nothing.
なんで？
Why?
だってそんな言い方。
Well, talking like that.
新さんはずっと飛び込みを頑張ってたじゃないですか。
Didn't you always do your best to dive?
毎日何回も飛び続けていたじゃないですか。
Didn't you keep diving every single day over and over?
嫌な噂を立てられて水泳部に出づらくなっても一人で練習して。
Practicing by yourself even though you were badmouthed and it was hard for you to go to the swim club.
それを無駄だなんて。
To say all that was for nothing.
そんなの言っちゃダメです。そんな風に切り捨てないでくださいよ。
You can't say that. Please don't throw it all away like that.
でもその頑張る前提自体がただの勘違いだったんだから。
But the reason I was doing my best was just a misunderstanding.
笑える。おかしすぎる。
It's laughable. It's too funny.
無様だ。
It's ugly.
みっともない。
Disgraceful.
みっともなくなんかありません。
It's not disgraceful.
きっかけが勘違いでも、新さんが無駄だと思ってても、俺にはそうは思えません。
Even if the reason you started was a misunderstanding, and even if you think it's all for nothing, I don't think so.
ユキ、お前、まだそんなこと言うのか？
You're still gonna say stuff like that?
だって、新さんの飛び込みはちっともみっともなくないですよ。
But your diving isn't disgraceful at all.
俺、新さんに教えてもらって初めて見た目以上に大変で危険な競技だって知りました。
I didn't know until you taught me that it's harder than it looks and it's a dangerous sport.
でも、新さんの飛び込みはそんなの全然感じさせないくらい綺麗で伸びやかで。
This poor in love fool. Your diving's so beautiful and carefree that it doesn't seem that way at all.
ずっと何度でも見ていたいって思ってたんですから。
I felt like I wanted to watch it forever, over and over.
新さん。
He's not responding. Is it no good? I'm not getting through to him no matter what I say? No matter how desperate I am? Desperate. Why am I so desperate toward Arata-san? I don't know, Yuki. Haven't you figured this out yet?
新さんが変な噂のせいで一人で練習しなきゃいけなくなって放っておけるはずないでしょ。
Because of that weird rumor, you have to practice alone. You can't leave things like that, can you?
俺はやっぱり苦しんでる新さんを見たくないです。
I don't want to see you suffering, Arata-san. I feel like I've just been saying the same things over and over. But I
俺好きなんです。
I like it. I like Arata-san. That's why I'm so concerned about him, so much that it hurts.
飛び込みをしてる新さんが好きだから。
I like you diving, Arata-san. So it's not I like your diving, it's I like you diving. He likes him when he's diving. And that's really, he's just saying it to avoid saying I like you. Because obviously now is just not the time to say that to Arata. He wouldn't be receptive anyway. Arata hasn't worked through all this crap in his past. He's got to settle himself down before he can even be open to the possibility of anybody else. I mean, And that's another thing I appreciate about this route too, is that, you know, it doesn't magically just get better. There's going to be more time before things can get better, because, you know, no one faces their demons and it's just immediately better 10 minutes later. They're like, yeah, I'm totally ready to accept your affection for me now. No, it doesn't work like that. Since he teamed up with me in the Bell One, the whole time I've been watching Arata-san. He's always joking around and acting cheerful, smiling even though he actually has unpleasant memories and pain. And even though I want to do something for him, I hate feeling pathetic and that nothing I say is getting through to him. It's because I like him that this hurts so much.
ねえ、新さん。
Hey, Arata-san.
新さんは飛び込みが好きなんでしょ?
You like diving, don't you?
どんな理由で始めてても好きじゃなかったらあんなに毎日練習できませんよ。
No matter what reason you started with, if you didn't like it, you couldn't practice every day like that.
だからこれからも続けてくれますよね?
So you'll continue from now on, won't you?
無理だ。
It's impossible.
無理って。
Impossible?
さっき飛び込み台に立った時、プールの水が真っ黒に見えた。
Earlier, when I was standing on the diving board, the water in the pool looked pitch black.
ずっと続けてきたのに、あんな恐怖、初めてだった。
Even though I've been doing it for so long, it's the first time I felt so much fear.
もう無理だ。こんな状態じゃ飛び込み台に立つこともできない。
It's impossible now. I can't even stand on the diving board in that condition.
そんな。今は落ちたばかりだから怖いと思うかもしれない。
Maybe you're afraid because you fell just now.
でも、新さんならきっと克服できます。
But I'm sure you can conquer it.
だって言ってたじゃないですか。怖いって気持ちを消したら身も心も空気みたいに軽くなるって。
Well, you told me the moment that the feeling of fear disappears, your body and mind become as light as air. And he did say that. And poor Yuki, just trying so desperately to be positive here when it's just not going to work.
新さん。
飛び込みは続けられない。
I can't continue diving.
だからもうこの学園にはいられない。
So I can't stay at this school anymore.
俺は飛び込みでここに来た。
I came here to dive.
だからもうここにいる資格も意味もない。
So I'm no longer qualified to be here. There's no point.
ユキ、
はい。
俺を一人にしてくれ。
Leave me alone.
でも、
一人になりたい。
I want to be alone.
俺にできることありませんか?
Is there anything I can do?
何でもいいですから。
Anything at all?
いや、あ、
No. Well,
何ですか? 何でも言ってください。
what is it? Please ask me anything.
猫。
The cats.
猫?
Cats.
そう。猫のトイレ。
Right, the cat litter.
明日から掃除頼んでいいか?
Could I ask you to clean it from now on?
もちろんですよ。でも、どうしていきなり?
Of course, but why that all of a sudden?
新たがここからいなくなったら、
If Arata wasn't here anymore,
その時は代わりにお願いしてもいいかな?
could I ask you to do it for me then? No way. No way. He's serious.
ありがとう。それじゃ。
Thank you.
俺はもうちょっと寝てるから、一人にしてくれ。
I'm going to sleep a little longer, so leave me alone. And it's not in the sense of, like, leave me alone, like, get the hell out of here, I can't stand the sight of you. It's like, I want to be alone, just by myself.
はい。ゆっくり休んでください。
Right. Please have a good rest. So that finally ends this really long scene, this really long day where we find out what has happened to Arata. And now, of course, that brings up all the other questions of what's going to happen now. If Arata feels like he can't be at the school and he doesn't belong here because he can't continue with the talent that qualified him to be here, what happens now? And what's he going to do? And, well, the answer is you'll just have to keep watching to find out what's going to happen. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but yeah, I don't even know what to say at this point. It's really overwhelming to kind of go through this, and something that I thought would be one 20-minute video has turned into two that are about 25 minutes long each, and I'm still not done talking. This is a really emotional scene. Obviously, this is the climax of his story, at least in the sense of the unveiling of everything that we've been wondering about from the beginning. Why is he so quirky? Why does he dive? Why does he like this guy? And I don't even know what to say at this point. I've said so much, and it's just really overwhelming. It really is a lot of information to process at once, and I'm sure poor Yuki here is feeling the same way. You know, despite his best efforts to be encouraging and everything, you can't encourage someone out of this sort of thing. It's going to take some time. And, you know, maybe this is kind of where Yuki feels that powerlessness of not being able to really help someone, because this is the kind of thing that's just not helpable by another kid like him. But in a way, you know, being there and listening is a huge help, even if you can't do something. That sympathetic, empathetic ear of a person who can be trusted with your secret and trusted with the story of your past. That's a big thing too. And, you know, maybe it'll take some time for that to work through, and maybe it'll take some more pushing and effort from Yuki to get through. But we know Yuki, he will keep trying. And even if Arata decides to leave the school, you know that's not going to be the end. Yuki's not going to leave things like that. He will, of course, keep doing his best to help this person who he really realizes now that he is in love with, that he cares about on a very personal and deep level. So, yeah. That's the longest day, the longest story, the saddest story. I think of everyone in the game, Arata really has the saddest story and the most difficult one because of the multitude of crappy things that have happened to him. I mean, not to minimize the things that have happened to other characters. I mean, people like Joker especially and Tomo have been through a lot. It's like Joker, Tomo, and Arata are like the holy trinity of sad boys who've been crapped on by life. I'm gonna feel bad if I like left out someone really obviously who had something super bad happen to them, but in my eyes, those three have had it the worst. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling because this is almost 30 minutes now, and I'm really sorry. I can't stop talking ever. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that as much as you could. That being a horrible video and with a horrible story and also horrible rambling. But I'll see you next time. Things will get better, I promise. Just stick with me. We'll do it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.